Good evening, friends. This is M.B. Rathore, the senior faculty in social. So, welcome to my class, and today we're going to discuss on World War, the world between World War, and the topic that we are going to discuss today is the Treaty of Versailles. Now, during the First World War, we all know that the First World War took place between 1914 to 1918, and the victorious is Team BRF, BRF, okay, Britain, Russia and France. Now they wanted to punish Germany for starting War 1. Hello. And the main person behind this Treaty of Versailles is Woodrow Wilson, then President of America. Alright. The Treaty of Versailles took place in city of France in a very big auditorium and in a library called as Versailles. Hello. Now there are two teams, which was one team was invited, the other team was not invited. Team Bachan was invited and Team Shroff or Tiger was not invited. Now when I talk about Team Bachan, that is BIJUS, okay, Bijus, Britain, Italy, Japan, USA and Serbia was invited, and their rivalry team, that is Turkey, Austria, Germany and Russia was not invited. Now you can ask me a question, sir. You said there is allied power, or let's say triple entity, and the main team is France. And I don't find France here. And my young friend, France is a host. Okay. So this Treaty of Versailles took place in France. Okay, in an auditorium or a library called as Versailles. Hello. Now the main motto was to punish Germany for starting the war. Okay, here T stands for Turkey, A Austria, G Germany and R Russia. So B Britain, I Italy, J Japan, U USA and S Serbia. Now there are some conditions which was put by the victorious power over Germany. Okay, the first one is war indemnity. Germany was heavily penalized. Okay, they had to pay a lot of penalty. And the penalty was 290 billion pounds. 290 billion pounds. It was huge. Okay. Second, Germany had to give its territory. And those territories, like, let's say, like Holstein, Schleswig. These two important territories were taken by France, and the main business area of Germany, that is Denzingport. Denzingport was taken by Poland, and this is the main reason for Second World War. Hello. Now, the third point that we see is army plus naval fleet. If you see, Germany had an army of 10 lakh soldiers. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Germany had an army of 10 lakh soldiers. Now the condition is that army was stipulated to only 90,000. They cannot maintain army more than 90,000. They had more than 200 plus warships, and it was reduced to only 12. They had close to 500 to 600 torpedoes, which was only limited to 12. Hello? Alright? And without the permission of the victorious power, Germany cannot take any decision. Now by paying all this penalty, Germany became bankrupt. इतना गरीब हो गया जर्मनी की कुछ ही नहीं कर सकता. 290 बिलियन पाउंड्स इज नॉट अ जोक. साथ ही साथ अपने सारा टेरिटरीज दे दिए, ठीक है. और अपना आर्मी नेवल जो अपनी जो ताकत थी वो पूरा खत्म हो गया. So it is a big injustice done to Germany. That is why Hitler wanted to take revenge on the victorious Allied power. Clear, everybody? Now, about Great Depression, I told you very clearly. Now, the very important question that comes in the Great Economic Depression is, what is the reason behind the Great Economic Depression? The countries like Russia, Britain, Germany, other countries, they invested huge amount in America's stock market, or let's say stock exchange. So between 1928 and 29, and America was making a lot of money by the investment that has come from Germany, Russia, okay, and other different countries. All of a sudden, the stock market fell down, and all the money which was invested by Russia, Germany, Britain, they all became bankrupt. पैसा नहीं था. So there was huge amount of production, and there was no people. People do not have money to purchase. Because of the extreme production or extra production, all the companies and industries were shut down, and all the laborers and workers were removed from the industries and factories. पाप बेचारे लेबर के पास कोई पैसा नहीं है, काम नहीं है, कहाँ से खरीदेंगे? And now, if you look at Germany had a very different thought. Then Vice Chancellor, okay, what he thought is that let's produce more and more paper currency. Okay, lot of paper currency was produced. They thought that this will solve the problem. Instead of producing food, instead of encouraging industries and food production, they just concentrated on currency. And there came a situation where people took truck full, money full of truck, okay, truck full of money, and they went to buy food, but they could not even purchase one packet of bread. Hello, this was the condition. People were ready to do any job, but there was no job. There was Marampiti, there was fight everywhere. People were ready to do job, and if anybody comes with money or food, they were looted and they were beaten very badly. Hello. So to help this, okay, there was a man, Franklin Roosevelt. He wanted to help the victims of Great Economic Depression. Okay, he brought a policy called as Triple R. Then President of America, Mr. Franklin Roosevelt, started an economic reform program which is called as Triple R program. Okay, this question has come in, one of the pre-final, and people have written the answer: rise, roar, and revolt. And some people have written Rama Rao, okay, Ramcharan, Rajamouli, because Rajamouli is a director. I'm sorry, this is not Rama Rao, Rajamouli, or Ramcharan. Okay, the very simple way you can remember. Okay, this Triple R you can remember: Rec, Rel, Ref. Rec, Rel, Ref. Rec, Rel, Ref. What is Rec? Recover. To recover from the economic depression, okay, by establishing industries and agriculture. Relief, okay, to give economic package so that they can be lifted up from the problem. Reform. The entire society can be reformed by giving lot of compensations and other economic boosters. Okay, so Franklin Roosevelt is the main person behind this, and this is a very, very important question which might come in 4 marks or 2 marks. Okay, now my dear young friends, do not write Rama Rao, Ramcharan, and Rajamouli, or don't write rise, revolt, and it's don't write recycle. No, it's rec, rel, ref. Rec, recover, relief, and reform. This is a very important question which you might expect in. Now, during the Treaty of Versailles, we have seen that Germany was penalized. Germany had to pay huge amount, nearly 290 billion pounds. So it was totally the total economy of Germany was crushed. It was broken. So there was a man called as Hitler. He promised to rebuild Germany, promised to give jobs to the youth, and promised to put Germany on top front and boosting up the industrialization in Germany. So by passing an act called as Enabling Act of 1933. So Hitler comes to power in Germany. He becomes the Vice Chancellor by passing an act called as Enabling Act of 1933. By this act, he became the most powerful man in Germany. Now, what are the questions that you can expect from this? Okay, he had a personal army which is called as Gestapo. People wearing green dress. Okay, he had a personal army to watch if people are talking anything against the government. Okay, and also if anybody talks against the government, or if there are 3 or more people gathering, they will be directly arrested and put into the jail. Actually, if a person is arrested, he has to be taken to the court. A trial should be done, a fair trial, then he can be punished or sent to jail. But here in this case, okay, without any court trial, if anybody speaks against the Hitler's government, he will be arrested and he will be put into the jail directly, or sometime even sent to concentration camp. Hello? He also had special surveillance team, okay, with cameras, and not cameras exactly, he had some cars and people watching over what is happening across Germany. Alright, now you can expect 2 more questions, which is called Holocaust and Auschwitz. What is Holocaust? It is a genocidal killing of mass people, okay, in a concentration camp. You won't believe, nearly 30% of Germans were killed who were mentally retarded, who were crippled, and who were not in a condition to fight, because Hitler wants only young people who are capable of fighting the war. Mentally retarded people, handicapped people, and old people, they were all killed. Hello? Now, what is Auschwitz? It is a mass killing of people, especially most of the Jewish people were killed here in concentration camp. By sending a very poisonous gas into the chamber, you won't believe 5 crore Jewish people killed by Hitler. It's a mass killing. Hello? And this is one of the reasons, it led to Zionist movement in 1946 and 47, which you will learn in your 19th chapter. Hello? That is West Asian conflict. Okay? Arab-Israeli war. Alright. Am I clear with this Holocaust and Auschwitz? By this we end the end of Hitler. Now we are left with one top question. For sure you can expect in board exam, that is consequences of World War. Now when I say causes, it is reason. When I say consequences, it is result. Now when you look at this, we have 5 to 6 causes, let's say consequences. Enormous human cost. Second, I would add decolonization. Third, democratic principle assertion. Fourth, enfranchisement of women. Fifth, I would say breakdown of empire. The last I would say, okay, international organization. Basically, in state board we have only enormous human cost, democratic principle assertion, enfranchisement of women, and international. But if you see ICSE syllabus and CBSE syllabus, we also have, okay, decolonization and fragmentation of empire. Hello. Now, when I talk about enormous human cost, okay, the war was taken place in and around the third world countries like Czechoslovakia, Poland, okay, and Ukraine and Russia. On the boundaries of these countries, this war has taken place. If you see in the First World War, nearly 10 to 15 lakh people got killed. When it comes to Second World War, okay, the number has gone from 25 to 30 lakh people. If you see in the First World War, okay, close to 10,000 Indians got killed. But if you see in Second World War, nearly 70,000 Indians were killed in the war. So, lot of assets, buildings, houses, properties were totally destroyed. All the natural resources like water, forest, okay, agricultural land became barren. They became useless. Hello. So this comes to our enormous human cost, decolonization. When we talk about the word colonization, British and other European power, okay, they captured small countries and they started their rule by setting up a colony. This is called as colonial rule or colonization. Now almost all the countries like India, Sri Lanka, okay, Yugoslavia, alright, Vietnam, they all got independence after Second World War. So the countries got freedom from the colonial power. Next, democratic principle assertion. After Second World War, every country opted for democratic rule or democratic form of government. They never wanted king's rule, they never wanted bureaucracy, they never wanted aristocracy or autocracy. Na बादशाही, na king's rule, na bureaucracy. इनको चाहिए था the government which rules on the wish and will of people, which is a democratic government. So every country who got freedom, they opted for democratic government. Next, let's come to enfranchisement. During First World War, Second World War, many women, their husband got killed in the war. Now they had to take the responsibility of running the house and also doing the business or working. वैसा आलम आया कि घर भी संभालना है, ओके, बच्चों का भी देखभाल करना है और घर के बड़े चले गए, जिनका इंतकाल हो गया, करना क्या है? There was no other choice, so they had to take care of their children, okay, the parents, and also they have to work outside. And this people or the women who worked outside, they were treated very, very badly. And this is what we call as enfranchisement of women, fragmentation of empire. Like now, many empire like Byzantine Empire, okay, and many other empires were fragmented, and countries like Turkey became independent. Okay, I'm not able to get the word. Ottoman Empire. Okay, King Ahmed. He was a ruler. So after the First World War and Second World War, most of this empire were broken. They became parts and bits and parcel. And which one among the biggest countries, Turkey and Germany, they got fragmented, and each country which got fragmented became independent from the rules of colonial power. Clear? Last, international organization like ILO, International Labour Organization, okay, UNO, IMF, International Monetary Fund, and WWF, World Wide Federation was formed. Hello? So, by this we come to the end of the chapter, World War, the world between World War. Okay, if you go through the timeline, alright, so Treaty of Versailles, it's a very important question which will come for 6 marks. Alright, next, the other question that you can expect for 2 to 4 marks is the economic reform done by Franklin Roosevelt. I'm sorry, I think I must have forgot one more question which you can expect for 4 marks. What is the cause for Second World War? This is different from the general cause. Hello. These are the special causes. What are the conditions that led to Second World War? Okay. The first I think would be Treaty of Versailles. The second is German vengeance on Allied power. It wanted to take badla or revenge on Allied power. Third, Hitler's policy. Fourth, I would say Nazism. Okay, and I would add one more point here is aggressive alright, and you can also add Hitler's attack on Poland. Alright, these are the special causes for Second World War. Hello. So during the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was penalized. Germany was treated very badly. It was not invited. They felt very bad. And top of that, without inviting, they had to pay nearly 290 billion pound as a war indemnity, as a penalty. So, and second thing, so during the Treaty of Versailles, Poland has taken Danzig port. Okay, their main source of income was taken by Poland. Alright. Third, Germany always wanted to take revenge on Allied power, especially on France and Britain, because they are the one which fragmented Germany into bits, parts and pieces. Right? Third, if you see Nazism, so Hitler started a new kind of national movement called as Nazism. Alright, Nazism is a kind of nepotism where they praise their own religion, they praise their own race and treating others as waste and giving importance to their own country people and placing themselves as before and hating others. For example, if you look at Nazism, all the Nazi people, they captured the Jewish people and they started slaughtering them and killing them. Alright. Next, if you look at aggressive nationalism, it is a positive impulse, loving their country more than anything else, putting their country forward, okay, putting the country's needs and condition first rather than their personal need. This is called as aggressive nationalism. If a question comes on 6 marks, what are the special causes for Second World War? You can write Treaty of Versailles, okay, Germans, vengeance on Allied power, Hitler's policy. Third, Nazism and aggressive nationalism. You can also add a point called as Hitler's attack on Poland. So by this we come to the end of our 12th chapter, the world between World War. So the important question that you can expect here is, what is age of extreme? Immediate cause for World War I, World War II, Russian Revolution. Second, Treaty of Versailles, rise of Stalin, all the welfare scheme taken by Stalin. Third, Great Economic Depression, causes, reason, okay, what are the welfare activities taken by USA, okay, and Britain, and the reform activities taken by Franklin Roosevelt. Then you can expect a question for 2 marks, what is Holocaust and Auschwitz. Next, very very important evergreen question, that is consequences of enormous human cost, decolonization, democratic principle assertion, enfranchisement of women, fragmentation of empire and international organization. Then we come to the very important question which you can expect in 4 marks, special causes of Second World War. Treaty of Versailles, German vengeance on Allied power, Hitler's policy, Nazism, aggressive nationalism and Hitler's attack on Poland. And thank you, my class.